Hi, welcome to the Motion Picture Notion. I'm your host, Gabriel Burton, or as some of you have come to know me, Jay. I decided to start kind of fresh with this new season, brand new set, and I wanted to incorporate some of the more indie things that I've come to cover over the years because, let's be real, the future is indie, okay? And I mean, things do seem to be taking a bit of a turn in Hollywood. Hopefully this year. There's a couple things that are being dumped on us, like, the Snow White dumbass movie. There's probably like a couple that they still have to like push out just to make like a fraction back of whatever they put into the movie. But needless to say, even if Hollywood does clean up its act and does improve and does come up with more original ideas, it should still be kept on its toes. And the best way to do that is to have good original ideas by original content creators, okay? Over here, front and center, we have A Hot Dose of Hell by one of my favorite authors, Steve Stark. I would definitely recommend both of his books, Hot Dose of Hell and Violent Ends. They're both, great companion pieces to one another. And on that note, apparently he has something in the works that's going to be coming out this year, so I am super stoked to be reviewing that. Right now, in terms of reading, I am reading Sledge versus the Labyrinth. I am not going to say anything about this, my opinion so far, because I will save that for its own video. Using a London Gothic bookmark, which, by the way, London Gothic mini poster over there, signed by the creators. And I will actually be putting them on display, the actual London Gothic graphic novels. BTM reviews, by the way. That audience, you guys would probably really like London Gothic. You're more comic book experts than I am. My forte is really films, but, it's something a little different. It's a lot more indie than the Rippaverse, which I have prominently displayed here, Gooding the Polymath. It's funny because last year, getting involved with BTM reviews and discussing things with them, they are like way more informed in the world of comics than I am. But they talk about, let's see, Eric July, Yellow Flash, Nerdrotic, and Geeks and Gamers, I believe, are all part of the same sort of company, FNT. Geeks and Gamers and Yellow Flash, I've noticed this especially after having talked to the people at BTM Reviews, but essentially, like, they could not exist without Disney because all they do is bitch about Disney. They're sort of like what CNN is to Donald Trump. Their ratings are based off of them bitching about this. Eric July, whatever qualms anybody might have with him, I know some of the BTM Reviews audience don't care for him, but at least he went out and made an attempt to do something original. He didn't just, rage bait about everything. He attempted to make something kind of cool. I've not reviewed Gooding the Polymath yet, at least, but it is written by Mike Baron, who I adore. By the way, Nexus Scourge is apparently going to be coming out this year. I ordered it in hardcover, signed by Mike Baron. But Gooding, it's pretty good. Overall, it's definitely up there in the Rippaverse for one of my favorites. It's sort of like picture Ozymandias from Watchmen, but he's a good guy, essentially. Coming up soon, if not next, One for the Road. That is a film that I actually directed February of last year, almost an entire year ago, based on the Stephen King short story. I got the rights via one of his Dollar Baby contracts, and I will give it an honest review, okay? I will give it an honest review because I have many criticisms of it. Many criticisms. Do I regret it? Absolutely not. But we'll save that for the video, okay? All right, and then up top, last but not least, we have the Elmwood Puppets. It's a painting of a cemetery, and I believe its official title is Retirement Home. There's this little sketch that they do on Elmwood Puppets. Definitely give them a follow. It's called The Painter, and it's a puppet who paints these paintings. And he painted a cemetery called The Retirement Home. I love the Elmwood Puppets. I really do, because I feel that we are kind of similar. Every now and again, they will do something that is actually just a little bit corny, really, rather than anything else. And then sometimes they'll nail it. They just throw a bunch of shit at the wall and see what sticks. And overall, it sticks, but it's very bizarre. It's very quirky, and it's just kind of like whatever they feel like in any given moment. Again, respect. It's basically the same thing that I do. So Shelby Oaks is coming out this year, which I'm really freaking excited for. I donated money to it back in like frickin' 2022. So, 3 years later, I do really hope that it's good. But whether it is or it isn't, or even if it's just kind of okay, it's like I'm still really happy that, because Chris Stuckman, I don't watch his videos as much anymore because he doesn't like really give any actual criticism to anything. He just talks about movies that he likes, which is fine. Okay, I have no beef with that whatsoever, but, I kind of miss those hilariosities and stuff, and I, to some degree, understand why he did what he did, because it's like, now he's getting into potentially Hollywood and, like, making his own films, becoming a noted filmmaker, and he doesn't want to burn any bridges. Again, respect, it's just, but, like, the whole reason why I started this channel to begin with was because of Chris Stuckman, because of his old videos. Now, I watch a lot more Cody Leach, Jeremy Johns. Jeremy Johns reviewed freaking Am I a Racist by Matt Walsh, which I mean, I was just like shocked to see that go mainstream. Just goes to show you how things are changing. Anyhow, yeah, I'm really looking forward to Shelby Oaks. Whether it sucks or not, I'm happy that I donated money to it. My name is going to be in the end credits, and that's really cool. It's just cool to contribute to something that's really grassroots like that, and to watch somebody that, has the same passions as you in movies and stuff like that grow and build themselves up. 2025, it's looking to be a really interesting year. There's a whole bunch of other indie things that I'm looking to read, like Muscle by John Davies, and Ed Gein, Demon Hunter by Lucifer Starr. Really looking forward to all that. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Happy New Year, even though it's freaking January 26th. And that's all she wrote.